Hello everyone, and in this video we are going to see how I increase my muscle mass from this to this. If you are someone who is starting your workout right now and you want some guidance and you want some help to increase your muscle mass or increase your weight, this is the right video that you have stopped on. Subscribe to my channel for more awesome and informative content just like this. I help every beginner or every skinny guy to put on muscle. So consider subscribing, hit the bell icon so that you won't miss any videos. Well, keep these three things in mind. We'll go into one-on-one and see how these things works. The very first thing is break down your meals into 6 meals. What I mean by this is if you are a guy who is starting working out right now or who is doing workout but you are not able to put on some muscles, so you're eating wrong or you're eating less. You have to have at least 2200 calories a day. I know that's too much for a skinny or a guy who has less appetite. So I suggest you to break your meals down into 6 meals. What proportion? I don't care. What I used to do is I used to have 3 big meals which had almost 600 to 800 calories, and I used to have 3 meals, or you can say snack, which counted at least 300 to 400 calories in them, and roughly I used to hit 2200 calories a day mark, which brought me to where I am today. Well, at the start I also felt, and you might also feel, that you don't have too much room or you don't have enough space to eat more. That's the trigger, that's the sign that you have to eat more. The second thing is I stopped doing compound movements. Why I stopped doing compound exercises was because compound exercises does not help you to put on muscle mass. Isolated movements help you to put on muscle mass. Yes, they do compromise on strength. Compound exercises build your strength, not muscle mass. Isolated exercises build your muscle mass, not your strength. For that, we have an alternative. Why I don't have or didn't choose an alternative for compound exercises is because it takes a lot of energy. And if I don't have energy, I won't be able to do another exercises simultaneously with any compound exercise like bench press. As a beginner, remember, as a beginner, I will not have enough strength to do push-ups, bodyweight push-ups immediately. So you have to be smart and wise on figuring out what you have to do in your workout. In isolated movements, I did dumbbell incline bench press, and after that I immediately followed it up with bodyweight push-up exercises. Push-up or any kind of bodyweight exercises increased my strength, and it does increase strength in each and everyone's body. It has been proved in the studies. I will link it down in the below. You can check it out. Now, if that's covered, isolated movements help me to bring on muscle mass, and bodyweight exercises, commonly known as calisthenics, help me gain strength. So if you want to have both the strength as well as muscle mass, you can follow this workout which I did, and you have seen the results which are in front of you right now. Well, the third point and the last point, which I know is not very common or not everyone sees it, but I improved or I focused on my mobility. So what is mobility? Well, mobility, or in common terms, it is said as a range of motion of any particular joint or a muscle. So suppose I'm talking about the mobility of my lateral shoulder, then, or even my shoulder joint. My shoulder joint has the movement or range of motion to move 360 like this, and up and down in the lateral side, and also across my arm. So these are the terms called as abduction and adduction. You don't have to go in those terms. Just remember that mobility is the range of motion of any particular joint. Naturally, in any given angle, the range of motion is the mobility of any joint or muscle. So what happens and why is mobility important? When you have less mobility or less range of motion, you don't do the exercise in the proper form. You might get stuck here. If you are talking about your chest, you won't have enough mobility in your chest muscle, then you will stop here. You won't go throughout the motion and give a proper stretch and squeeze to your chest muscle. That's why it is important to have a good range of motion, in the sense to have a good mobility in a joint or in any muscle. Now, I became aware of this fact and I followed a routine which helped me to have a good range of motion whilst increasing my muscle mass and strength. I didn't compromise mobility, I didn't compromise any of my muscle mass that I'm gaining right now, and as well I took care that I won't get injured. So what I did, whenever I had an off day of the gym, every morning and every night, not very consistently, I'm starting to getting consistent in that. But what I try to do is every morning, every evening, I do a stretch routine. You can do any stretch routine that you feel right. Just go on YouTube, search for mobility exercises for men, do the 10-minute workout or any kind of video that you like, perform it each and every day on your off day, each and every off day, morning, evening. No excuses, perform it and you will see the results by yourself. A good range of motion, a good mobility in your joint and muscles will definitely help you to gain more muscle mass. And guys, these were the 3 important things that I would like you to tell to increase muscle mass, which I did for myself and I would love for you guys to do. Well, you can do it. I know I did it. For many years I was skinny, but now I've understood the science. I'm here to teach you the science behind it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon so that you will get notified with every informative packed content I post on my YouTube channel. Make sure to give this video a like, comment me which topic you love or which was new for you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.